Hello, YouTube. Hey, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. First, I want to say thank you for being subscribed. If you are new, welcome. My name is Candace, also known as India. Yeah, so it's going to be short. I'm only going to do it for like 10 minutes. Yes, I'm in my nightgown. Yeah, I just brushed my hair because I don't brush my hair, if you notice. You guys, today's video is going to be for an exotic dancer. Either it's you watching this video or you know somebody that this video might help. You guys, I just want to let y'all know that, of course, the video is how to stop stripping. If you don't know, I am a ex-dancer. By heart, I'm always going to be a dancer. I don't know why. In my mind, whenever I be talking to dancers, I be like, girl, yeah, we used to, or we do, or in my mind, I think I'm still an entertainer, even though I'm not an entertainer. Wait a minute, you guys. I got to make sure this tripod is good. Yeah, even though I haven't been an entertainer in like the last few years, but you guys, listen, it is another way. It is a way out. It's scary. Very, very scary. Very scary, you guys. I was an entertainer since I was a month before I turned 17. So I'm 39 now. I never saw a way out. Ever, ever, ever. I never saw a way out. I never saw me. I said, I'm going to dance till I die. Like, I just felt like I'm getting to the bag. Can't nobody tell me what to do. Can't nobody stop my process, which that is true. Nobody can tell you what to do. Nobody can tell you when your expiration day is. Sorry. I was really just yawning. Do it until you feel like you're ready to give it up. But I do want to give you some pointers and some tips. Because, you guys, like I said, I never saw myself out. The way that I ended up getting out is through circumstances. I ended up getting pregnant. Whenever I got pregnant, my husband at the time funded our lifestyle. So it allowed me to, well, he funded our lifestyle and I had an allowance. So my allowance, I didn't have nothing to do with it. Normally, prior to that, I was so used to working all the time that I got money every single day. So being able to sit down early on in my pregnancy was something different for me because all of my other pregnancies, I had to work. I worked when I had twins up until 6 months, girl. I would put on me an outfit and have it draping down in the front to where you couldn't even see it. I was in a white club, so it didn't really matter because all they cared about was my breasts. So anyway, long story short, with my allowance, I started buying stuff. I started buying a whole bunch of fabric. Me and another girl had discussed that we wanted to learn how to sew. And at the time, I still had kids. So she had more time than me. She actually done really, really good. Like, she's a great seamstress. But I just started buying up a whole bunch of stuff. I started messing up stuff. I started asking people to teach me how to sew. A couple people did show me some things. They wasn't really... One of the girls showed me how to make a romper. I asked her to show me again. She never wanted to show me again. She never did. I don't know. Never made time to show me again. But mind you, I'm pregnant. Another girl, another co-worker, she ended up being pregnant too. So we both started learning as well together. So we would sew together. We mess up a whole bunch of stuff. And like I said, because I was a dancer already, I knew how much items cost. And when I used to work at a white club, I used to, when I on the walk-in, I'll pay $100 for an outfit because we had to wear gowns and we only could wear like booty shorts like after 12 o'clock. So I would walk in and I was in my bougie stage. So I felt like I didn't want to wear the same thing twice. So I would walk in paying $100. But mind you, this club was open 7 days a week. So I'm paying $700 a week for outfits. 7, 14, 21, $2,800. So I'm paying if I was to buy one every single day, which it wasn't the typical every single day. I probably could say like at least 5 days out the week I was buying a new outfit every day. So I knew how much money it was, and then I felt like if I learned how to sew, then now going into the club I can make money on the walk-in and by selling the entertainer stuff that I made. And then now I don't have to pay for nothing because now I can make my own stuff. So big shout out to those circumstances, because I wouldn't have been able to sit down and take the time to learn something that could be the equivalent to what I make in the club. So by me knowing that, and by me having the mentality like every day I gotta make a bag every day, so I can't take no days off. I can't go do this because I get to thinking about money like, oh shoot, I wonder how much money I can make. Like, I didn't even have a regular life. I didn't even know that people was outside at 10 o'clock. Like, true shit. Like, I promise y'all, I'm being honest. I had been so programmed in the club every day and chasing a bag every day that I didn't even know that the world exists. Whenever I stopped dancing, and I remember I was downtown Charlotte, because I live in the Charlotte area. I was downtown Charlotte, and we was at Vapiano's, and it was like 10 something. It was so many people outside. I was like, oh my God, it is so many people outside. But I had been dancing for almost 20 years. So I literally had no clue of what went on after a certain time, because I was at work at like 8, before 10ish, and then when I got on my bougie stuff and learned the game and all of that, then I would come in late at like 12, 1 o'clock, because I had so much clientele that I can come in and the club be closing in an hour or 2 hours and I still make what I need. But that came later on down the line. But I just want to say that, you guys, it was so many times that when I was trying to quit, I didn't know what I would do. I didn't know. I had no clue. I'm like, I done accumulated all of this stuff, all of these bills, this lifestyle. I had no clue how I was going to maintain that lifestyle if I stopped dancing. And at once upon a time, I loved the attention so much, I would question myself like, well, would I still get this same attention? Like, I had no identity, because I was Candace by day, I was India by night. So, like I said, I know and I can relate to you being scared and you looking at it like, oh, I got kids, oh, I got bills. Y'all, I gotta drink some water. I'm sorry. I'm gonna turn over here so y'all won't see me. But y'all, I was terrified. I'm like, I ain't gonna never be able to stop dancing. And I just didn't have a way out. My way out was the exotic wear. My way out was me becoming the supplier for the entertainers, because I knew that I would still make the money without being a dancer, if that makes sense. And I started selling clothes after I learned how to do it. I would sell them out of my locker. And then I started selling them out of my car. And then I opened up a store right next door to the club that I worked at. Then I got tired of doing it. Then I quit doing it. Then I was still dancing. And then whenever I finally got tired and I stopped dancing, people started to ask me to teach them how to make clothes. Y'all. One, I want to give all the praise to God, because God is good. I would have never been able to stop dancing without God. I'm going to give him his credit, his glory, his everything, because it's all God. I was scared. I was crying. I was asking God, like, God, what am I going to do? I felt like a puppet. I felt like I would never even talk to these guys if it wasn't me trying to get a bag right now to be able to finance my life and take care of my kids. Y'all, it was so many days that I would go to work and I would just cry. I would just pay my tip out and I wouldn't even go into sections. I was a section girl. I was the VIP queen, just being honest, you know. Because I'd done it so long. I should have been. You see what I'm saying? Like, but I just got to a point to where the money didn't matter no more. I didn't care. I didn't care if I lost everything. I did not leave. I went through every dollar that I had. I didn't. When I left with a few $100s, if that. I can't even remember the exact dollar amount. And that's crazy because I was so fed up, you guys. I was so tired. I was so drained. I just felt like a sex object. That's how I felt. And I surrendered my life to Christ. I started going to church. I put myself in a different environment. I signed up for an e-group. I would meet with young ladies in an e-group. twice a week. We'll meet on Tuesdays, and I want to say Tuesdays and Thursdays we met. I started volunteering. I got rebaptized. I'm not asking y'all to do what I did, but what I'm telling y'all is what I did to be able to sit right here and tell y'all it is a way out. You guys, my mind was so programmed, I didn't even know how to approach men, because from the time I was a month before 16, like I told you, I was in a strip club. I had my own place at 16. I was on Jenny Jones at 16. You see what I'm saying? And they recorded my house and everything that I done accomplished from dancing and stuff I done swindled men out of, you know. But anyway, you guys, I gave my life to Christ, like I said. Started volunteering. At that time, I had a house. Had no clue how I was going to pay my bills. Had no clue how I was going to take care of my kids and just be able to survive. I prayed, I asked God 1,000 times, like, God, if it's meant, like, you know, like, help me out, why you want me to lose everything. Like, my house went into foreclosure. I was able to sell it before it did be turned over to actually foreclosure, but it definitely went to the lawyer's office, because at our closing date, we had to get the paperwork, we had to get the payoff from the lawyer's office. So I know it wasn't nobody but God, but you guys, I was so tired that I was willing to lose absolutely everything. But throughout it, we never went without any food. We never went without shelter over our head. Did we have the luxuries and the lifestyles, and was we able to take the trips and go blow money and buy this and buy that? No, we wasn't at that time during my transition, but I felt normal. I felt okay. I got out of the phase that I needed to make money every single day, and I had to be in the environment. So, you guys, it is a way, I promise you. And God just was like, just be still, be still, be still, be still. And whenever I started being still and just surrendering, because I was worried like crazy, y'all. Y'all don't understand. But I was so worried that I still didn't even go back. Like, I could have went back plenty of times. It was so many times that I might have been strolling through Instagram and saw that Ball Players was in town or this and that. But I was so determined to not go back that I did not go back. And God still made a way. He made a way through sales. He made a way through different things. And then when I started teaching, because people start asking, I was making more money than I was making dancing. And I'm like, oh, so all of this time, I could have survived without dancing. But I didn't know that. I didn't see that. But it took one thing to lead to another thing, and it took a belief system. So whatever it is you believe in, even if it ain't God, if it's Buddhist, if it's Muslim, if it's whatever you believe in, you got to believe in something. And you got to have a plan. I wouldn't recommend going cold turkey like I did, but I'm just a cold turkey type of person. If I'm going to do, I don't have a gray area. So if I'm going to do it, I'm going to just do it. Will it be hard? Yeah, but I'm okay with the hard because I'm a leader by heart. So I'm okay with taking everything to come with it, because then I can tell you what not to do, if that makes sense. I don't get defeated against things, if that makes sense. A lot of people do, and there's nothing wrong with them. That's just who they are. For me, I can take punches all day. And I was just taking different punches from different areas in my life, but I'm almost 4 years out. Well, I'm like 3 and some change. I went back, I think, like twice when before I announced it. I done a video on here when I cleaned out my locker, but I was done 9 months prior to then. I just kept my locker because I was like, what if I didn't tell nobody I wasn't coming back. But when I cleaned out my locker, I had already been out 9 months before then. But anyway, I say that to say, sis, listen to me. It's a way out. Get around someone that has already walked the shoes that you're in, because it's very hard for someone to relate if they don't know their lifestyle, if they don't know how that money come, if they don't know anything. So get you someone. I'm here to help. I'm here to help. Trust me. I will tell you what I did. I will show you what I did. I will be that support system along the way. But it is a way out of the club. If you choose to stay in the club, that is totally fine. It's nothing against you. I ain't downplaying no dancer, none. for me, it just got to a point to where it was mentally bothering me. And I just didn't want to be that person anymore that I was turning into. I wasn't genuinely happy. I was making money, but I wasn't happy. And I was making good money. I just wasn't happy. So what was the point of me making all of that money and my relationships was always a problem? I couldn't I couldn't do certain things at night because I had to be at work at night. Like my mentality, if a guy would try to talk to me at the gas station, I'm like, "You gonna pay for my gas?" Everything was like money related. Like everything was about money, and the people that was genuinely good people to me, I turned them into a customer base because I was so programmed that everything had to be about money. It was about what you gonna do for me, what you gonna do for me. Like it's no value if you're not giving me $1. And that was because I was in that environment for so long that that's what I adapted, and that's what, I don't know, y'all, listen to me. It's a way out. It is definitely a way out if you're trying to get out. Get around someone that has already done it, that can help pave the way for you or help create you a exit strategy. But if you know 100% sure you get defeated by things, do not go cold turkey. Don't go cold turkey. I would not recommend that to nobody unless you know your strength and know that you're a strong-minded person when it comes to disconnecting or cutting things off. And I'm definitely a strong-minded person. So I say that to say that, listen, it's a way out. It's a way out, sis. If I did it, you could do it. And if you need a coach, if you need somebody to hold your hand along the way, I am here. All you have to do is contact me. And I hope this video helps somebody, even if it's bartending, if it's waitress, if it's whatever type of environment that you're in that you don't want to be in no more, it is always an alternative. But you have to pray. You have to build your faith up. You have to take small steps each and every day towards what you really want to do. And like I told y'all, you guys, I was a couple months from 20 years being an entertainer. So I have seen it all. I have heard it all. I have, trust me, almost 20 years. But I know somebody needed to see this. It was on my heart to speak and to get on to my channel, you guys. And I'm going to try so hard every day to come here with a message, a story, or something that can help or impact or whatever I can do, and whatever I can offer, and whatever vessel I can be to the world. So I hope y'all enjoyed this video. You have a wonderful day, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.